रेडियो उड़ान की अपडेट्स लेने के लिए इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और इस वीडियो को ज्यादा से ज्यादा लाइक कीजिए और शेयर कीजिए। फॉर मोर इन्फो लॉग ऑन टू www.radioudan.com।
वैसे तो आपको हर चीज में प्रोटेक्शन चाहिए। धूप में निकलने से पहले सनस्क्रीन के साथ रेडी होते हो, क्रिकेट खेलने से पहले नी पैड्स लगा लेते हो और सोने से पहले मच्छरदानी लगा के सोते हो। तो फिर बात जब हाथों के जर्म्स की हो तब प्रोटेक्शन गायब क्यों? इसीलिए सैवलॉन स्वस्थ इंडिया कहता है, अगर जर्म्स और बीमारियों से रखनी हो दूरी, खाने से पहले हैंड वॉश जरूरी।
बस कॉल करो हमारी वाणी। क्या आप दिव्यांग हैं? क्या आप अपने भविष्य को लेकर चिंतित हैं? क्या आप जानना चाहते हैं अपनी कम्युनिटी के बारे में या जुड़ना चाहते हैं अपने जैसे लोगों से? तो अब वक्त है एक कदम आगे बढ़ाने का। ये है हमारी वाणी। ना स्मार्टफोन, ना इंटरनेट, सिर्फ अपनी आवाज से जुड़ो दिल से। डायल करें 9266344222। हमारी वाणी, आपके लिए, आपसे और आपके साथ।
या दोस्तों, नमस्कार, आदाब, सत श्री अकाल। मैं दानिश महाजन प्रोग्राम बदलता दौर में आपका स्वागत करता हूं। आज हम आपको एक बेहद खास मेहमान से मिलवाने वाले हैं। आज हम आपको तेलंगाना, आंध्रा के पहले विजुअली इंपेयर्ड, टोटली ब्लाइंड, जिन्होंने फुल फ्लैज इंजीनियरिंग की, उनसे मिलवाने वाले हैं। यह भी मुमकिन है कि यह भारत के पहले टोटली ब्लाइंड हो जिन्होंने फुल फ्लैज इंजीनियरिंग की है कंप्यूटर साइंस में, टोटली विजुअली इंपेयर्ड होते हुए। इनकी लीगल बैटल के बारे में जानेंगे, इनको कैसे लैटरल एंट्री मिली इंजीनियरिंग के लिए। हम ये भी जानेंगे कि ये एक बहुत बड़ी कंपनी में, जेपी मॉर्गन में वाइस प्रेसिडेंट है। उस रोल तक कैसे पहुंचे? क्या उस रोल में आने के बाद इन्होंने पर्सन्स विद डिसेबिलिटीज के लिए कुछ किया? क्या रिप्रेजेंटेशन वाकई मैटर करती है? किस तरह की स्किल्स चाहिए हमें इस तरह के रोल तक पहुंचने के लिए? यह माइंडसेट कैसे आया आज से 25 साल पहले कि मुझे रिस्क लेना है, मुझे लड़ना है, इंजीनियरिंग में जाना है? इन तमाम सवालों के जवाब हम इस इंटरव्यू में ढूंढेंगे। इस पर बात करने के लिए हमारे साथ जो आज के मेहमान हैं, नागाबाबू जन्नू जी हैं, जो आंध्र प्रदेश से हैं, तेलंगाना में अभी काम कर रहे हैं और जैसे मैंने बताया जेपी मॉर्गन में वाइस प्रेसिडेंट है। नागाबाबू जी, वेलकम टू रेडियो उड़ान।
Yeah, thank you, Danish. It is my pleasure to be on your show. I'm very happy.
Thank you so much. And today we are going to know a lot of things about you, which we have read about you and heard about you. So, Nagababu ji, tell us about your early life and education.
Sure. So basically, I was born in a village called Uyuru. It is near to Vijayawada, part of Andhra Pradesh, southern India. And early childhood is in the hometown where I was grown up along with my cousins and family members. Then when I was 7 years old, I moved to Hyderabad for my education. Initially, I have joined Darul Shifa Blind Boys High School, which was run by the government of Andhra Pradesh then. And I studied in that school until 7th standard, and it was a Telugu medium based school where all the subjects used to be taught in Telugu. So I think once I'm done with 7th standard, I have moved to Devanar School for Blind, which is also in Hyderabad, where medium of instruction was English. And there I finished my 8th to 10th standard. So this is where I was initially first time introduced to computers in Devanar School. So this is about my childhood and early education, schooling.
When did you acquire disability?
So it's by birth. So by birth, I was born blind, and initially I could see colors, shades of colors. I could identify colors. But somewhere when I was in 3rd or 4th standard, because of some medical condition, I don't know the exact cause, but my right eye was operated and removed. And after that, I have lost the color perception also.
Okay. So, what was the year when you were introduced to computer?
It's somewhere around 2000, mid
2000.
2000. Yeah.
Okay. So this is very interesting, and it is a great takeaway from the interview itself. In the very beginning, we are talking when you are introduced to technology, so you can do wonders. So now you were introduced to technology in 2000, and see, here you are now. So it means we must put our kids, or we must introduce our kids to technology as soon as we can.
Yes, definitely.
Now you tell us, you said that you completed your study in Telugu medium
Yes.
and you were introduced to technology in 2000s.
Yes.
So when did you think of joining engineering? What was the mission and what was the vision? Why you thought that you should pursue your career in engineering? Why did you took that risk?
Yeah. So to answer that, initially when I was in Darul Shifa Blind Boys High School, so I was also going through all the things in my family, the poverty and the different things, and like I was also uh, going through the societal changes. I used to follow radio news regularly. I at one stage I was thinking that law would be the better option for me, based on my character then and my thinking. Then once I was introduced to computers in early 2000s, somewhere around when I was in 8th standard or ninth standard, then my thinking slightly changed. And slowly I thought engineering would be the better option, where I can work more on the technology, where I can go. Actually, my thought was to, initially was to pursue research and become a scientist in computer science. But somehow it did not happen. I will talk on that a bit later when we come on to that particular life stage. And slowly, I also met a friend, Mr. Pavan, in Devner School. He was junior to me. He is also from the same hometown of mine, and he also was thinking to do engineering. So slowly, both of us decided engineering would be the better path ahead. And once I was in 10th standard, I decided that I will be going with engineering.
You and Pavan, both.
Yes, yes.
Now I want to understand the basis, because you were not getting job. When I say you, means blind. So
Yeah.
visually impaired were not getting even regular jobs, and so it was very difficult to join corporate at that time, or to do engineering due to lack of accessible material, due to lack of mindsets, negative attitude. तो basis क्या था engineering में जाने का? What pushed you?
The first and foremost important thing is my passion towards technology. Once I was introduced to computers, and once I heard that first speech output from JAWS screen reader, initially we were introduced to the MS-DOS commands, where we have a simple prompt and we give commands and it responds. And the way even we used to have access to, not a regular access, but a couple of times we could see how Kurzweil is working, how we could read the text printed on the paper using software tools like Kurzweil. So everything fascinated me, and moreover, I wanted to do research and prove my potential. So that is when I strongly decided that I will be going, pursuing engineering, whatever are the challenges, and I have to make path out of it, and face all the challenges, hurdles, whatever comes my way. But I need to, complete this course and settle well.
You also said there was poverty in your family.
Yes.
So was it not haunting or daunting you that whether I will be able to do that or whether I will be able to secure the job for my family?
Yes, definitely, it's always there. And even during the course of my study in polytechnic and engineering, also I faced severe challenges because of poverty, especially. So it's there always.
So, but you decided whatever will
Yes,
happen,
whatever
you will see.
comes, I have to face it and I have to achieve my goal.
Okay,
That was my uh, aspiration and strong desire at that point of time.
right. So now tell us about your legal battle, the challenges you faced, and how did you get the lateral entry?
Yeah, so uh, after I finished 10th standard examinations, there would be two different paths. One is to go with +1, +2, and the other path is to pursue polytechnic. So I decided to go with polytechnic because we would get exposure to engineering subjects more in polytechnic, and for that. So we have to sit for an entrance. So what happened is at that time there were no online applications and all these things. So we have to go and purchase a prospectus and application, and we have to submit the hard copy of the application. So once we bought that application, there is a clause clearly mentioned in that prospectus mentioning that people with more than 40% blindness cannot, in fact, not eligible to apply for the entrance and pursue polytechnic. But I decided that I have to apply. I will apply and see whatever happens and see to what extent I can go and get admission. So I have applied and I have received an alt ticket. And I visited the center a couple of days before the date of examination, and they said somehow they did not stop me there by, I don't know, by God's grace or whatever it is, and they have given me a scribe, but she was not able to read the paper in English. So from 8th standard I'm into English medium, as I told before, and she was actually paper is printed in bilingual, so she was reading to me in Telugu. By luck, as I was a Telugu medium student until 7th standard, I could understand some of the questions and somehow I could give answers, and I finished that exam. Then the results were announced. I did not get very good rank, but still I went to the counseling for admission. Actually, there used to be a special counseling session for people with disabilities, and I went for the same. So once I went there, there were a few doctors. They would examine first our medical certificates and the candidate as well. Once she has seen me, she said, "As you are 100% blind, you cannot get an admission." And then I spoke to someone who is in charge there, and he said, "You cannot pursue this course because of the rules." And he suggested that I, learn something like typewriting, or I can go for a telephone operator job or something like that. And I was very furious at that age, and I said, "I know how to get an admission. I will do this course," and then walked out. Then the thing started. I went and met the Commissioner for Disabilities at that point of time. Then he heard to me in detail, and he have given me a letter mentioning that people with a disability should be provided equal opportunities in all areas of education, whatever it is. So I have taken that letter to the counseling center again, and again it was a refusal. Then I visited the Commissioner for Technical Education, State Board of Technical Education, Andhra Pradesh, and he said, by seeing that letter and talking to me, considering my interest, he would provide an admission, and then he has given a letter, and I went to the counseling center. Finally, I got an admission into a polytechnic college called AANM and VVRSR Polytechnic, which was located 40 kilometers away from my hometown. And this was a rural village. Gudlavaleru is a rural village where this college is located. So this is how I got into polytechnic. So, there is a long legal battle ahead after my polytechnic. Maybe that we will talk later once we,
No,
discuss
please
something
go
about
on.
polytechnic.
Please,
Yeah, you want
please
me
go
to
on.
continue? Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. So once I was into polytechnic, so the college, supported me really well. I should appreciate the college management, the students there, the faculty there, each and everyone, because in a rural college, they have zero awareness. They have not seen a student of this nature before, but they have welcomed me wholeheartedly. The principal, everyone there have supported me really well. And they used to ask me what will help me, like, see if there are diagrams, how they can teach me. My friends used to support me, my faculty used to support me in all aspects. They used to draw the diagrams on tactile boards where we have the mesh on which we draw. If we draw, we will get a reverse emboss of the diagram. So like that, I used to tell them each and everything, and they will be, they used to create diagrams, they used to record material and all those things. So the support they have provided was really, one of the strong bases for my success. Then I could complete polytechnic. Even in polytechnic, there were challenges still, like, we used to have subject called engineering drawing, especially how we do drawings for engineering aspects. So there the board said they cannot exempt. I did not ask exemption for other diagrams. For this subject we requested, but they said they cannot. So the faculty have, devised different techniques to teach me how to draw the things. Like, see, how it will be. There would be things like cycloid and a couple of other things, and even the letters we have to write with certain measurements and all. So they made me understand everything such that I can replicate. I can tell the scribe who is writing my exam to draw in that particular pattern, and I learned and finished it. And coming to practicals in my first year, as I remember, I have given all practicals perfectly. But what happened is after the exams results were announced, I could not see the practicals, marks for practicals. When I approached along with the college to the State Board of Technical Education, they said I think they kept the practicals on hold, and they wanted me to do those exams again. And I have done as they requested, and subsequently I got good grades in there as well. So there were challenges throughout, especially from State Board of Technical Education and Training, and I could face each and every challenge and complete my polytechnic. And during this stage, my financial situation also worsened and had a lot of challenges. So we paid fees for first year. For second and third year, college management have waived my tuition fees, and they supported me really well. Then I have to take up the engineering common entrance test that would be conducted for polytechnic students, and I applied for that. And again, I think 2 days before the exam, to be on safe side, actually I have chosen the center to be Hyderabad. And my center was given in JNTU Hyderabad, which that was the university responsible for conducting that exam at that point of time. So I visited them 2 days before to ensure that I would get a scribe on the day of examination. So the controller of examination said that I cannot be allowed to write engineering common entrance test as I'm 100% blind. So then on that same day, I returned back and I called one of my teachers. Her name is Varnalata, and I explained the situation. See, she was a teacher to me in school. So I explained her this is how the situation is, and she said immediately in the next day morning, she asked me to come to her house, and her husband, Mr. Gunashekar, he took me to the High Court of Andhra Pradesh on the same day, that is the day before exam, and he helped me to file a writ petition in High Court of Andhra Pradesh. He have, in fact, have paid all the financial expenses, whatever happened. Honestly speaking, at that point of time, me or my family did not have a amount to do that actually. It is very difficult to come to Hyderabad itself, and doing this kind of thing is I just can't imagine. Then after that, the court have accepted to hear the petition on the same day. Then the court have directed the university to allow me to sit for the entrance, and I think we got the order very late in the evening somewhere, and the next day I went to take examination, and I was provided with a scribe by the university who was from non-engineering background. So generally, I forgot to tell you this point. Even in Polytechnic, my college used to provide me scribes from other departments like mechanical or teachers from the school they run, so that they will not be in a position to help me out. Okay. So they have given me a scribe from, I don't remember exactly, but I think he's from non-engineering background, but no, I don't know remember the exact department. Then he could read the paper fluently in English. I could answer. And once the exam is done, the result was again withheld. My results were not released. I was shocked again, and we have to knock the doors of High Court of Andhra Pradesh again. The court have directed the university to release the result, and the results were released on the day of counseling. So I went to the counseling center, then I went to the university to collect my rank card, as they have received the wired order on the same day morning from High Court of Andhra Pradesh to release the result. Then once I have seen the rank card, I have secured 70th rank in computer science, and I went to the counseling center with that rank card. Again, the same story repeated. They said they cannot give admission because of rules. Then we approached High Court, and it was taking time in High Court. So a couple of weeks later, I called one of my seniors, who is also a very good friend of mine in Darul Shifa Blind Boys High School. He is Mr. Srinivasa Chakravartula. He immediately said, I think that fortunately he was in Hyderabad at that point of time. So he helped me out to draft a letter to all the different members in the government and to different departments. We have taken that letter, me, Srinivasu, and my mother have been to the secretariat. We have given that representation to different departments, Department of IT, Department of Higher Education. We have given the representation, and we have also given a copy to the Board of Technical Education Commissioner and everyone. Then subsequently, after a couple of months, a committee was formed to investigate or in fact to assess my potential, if I can really study engineering and perform equally with the peers. So at that juncture, the help from Srinivas and the way he supported me was one of the very strong foundations for my engineering. Otherwise, I'm not sure how I would have completed this. And then the committee called me for assessment in JNTU Hyderabad. I went there. They have assessed me in all possible aspects. How I draw diagrams, how I will explain the diagrams that I learned to the scribe, how I will listen to the lessons, how I will remember, how I will write programs, how I will execute them, how I will create circuits. Like we have to create certain circuits and all for electronics experiments, where we used to have a board with very tiny holes where we can place the integrated circuit chips and connect. We have to connect wires from there to form the circuits and different other experiments. So they made me to do everything, and I could perform everything, whatever they asked, I could perform. And subsequently, they have released a report to the government of Andhra Pradesh, and the government of Andhra Pradesh have released a GO allowing me to pursue engineering. But there is a caveat, that is to allow specific person, Mr. Nagababu, to pursue engineering. So then again, once the GO is released, the college where I have studied Polytechnic, they have engineering college as well. Now it is called SR Gudlavaleru Engineering College. That is Seshadri Gudlavaleru Engineering College. They said they will waive off the college tuition fees. They will provide all boarding, lodging, and other expenses as required. And they have given me an admission. But it was in second week of October 2005. So by then, almost 2 or 3 months of classes are completed for a semester. So here for lateral entry, what happens is we will get admission into second year. So the challenge was, so the seats are completed, counseling is completed, everything is completed. So what they decided is they will forego one seat from the next year quota and give me admission into this year. So the government also accepted that proposal, and I was to the same counseling center taking the government order and everything, and I was given admission into the college. Again, there was one more hurdle. So after I joined, I think within 15 or 20 days, we had semester exams. University said, as I don't have attendance, I cannot write semester exams. So again, we have to knock the doors of High Court of Andhra Pradesh. And then university said, it's not the fault with the student. So I should be allowed to pursue both semesters, semester 1 of second year and semester 2 of second year together. And the college should make necessary arrangements to provide me required assistance and lessons and practicals and everything for semester 1 in the evenings, so that I can pursue both the semesters together. So finally, I could complete both the semesters together. Then I could progress into third year along with other students. Then I could complete engineering successfully. So this was the long legal battle that tested all aspects and tested in me in all possible ways.
Yes.
So this is a long story.
This is superb.
Yeah.
And now I have 2-3 key takeaways from that.
Yeah.
One, if you have decided to do anything and if you are passionate, you can do that. Two, there is always a solution to the problem, provided by that you have that mindset like your college did. They find out ways to draw the drawings, to teach you the diagrams and all. So because they were also passionate to do that. So now I want to understand 2-3 things from you.
Sure.
It was very time-taking exercise. And for every step you were getting rejections and you have to fight the legal battle. Then you were not financially sound. Did you ever decide that it's too much now, I should leave it? Two, what was the mindset when you were going through all this? How did you tackle? Three, what was your family support? Didn't they tell you you are creating a mess for us?
Yeah, to answer your 3 questions, for question number 1, actually, when I was doing my Polytechnic, at one stage, we thought it would be difficult, me and my mother. And then the principal of the Polytechnic College, Mr. C.H. Venkatramana sir, he, strongly said, we will take care of his fees and all those things. Don't worry. Let him study whatever he wants and whatever he can. And we believe that he will definitely be successful. Then we continued with the support from the college management, and I could make progress. And the second question, I was always, positive and hopeful. Whatever are the scenarios, whatever are the challenges, I have to face and achieve my aspirations and, reach where I wanted to reach. And coming to the third aspect, my family always supported me in all aspects, family, cousins, friends, each and everyone. Maybe there are financial challenges and all, but I was treated equally with each and everyone in the family. Nowhere they said it's not creating some burden or something like that. Never.
When you completed your engineering?
So 2005 I completed Polytechnic. 2008 I completed my engineering.
Yes, when you completed, so what was going through? How happy you were and how excited were your friends or family, those who supported you?
So everyone was very happy, and by then I have also secured a campus placement. I will talk about that. So I think when I was in at the end of third year of engineering, I was actually there was a campus placement drive held in our college by Wipro Technologies, and I attended along with all other students, and I could successfully complete that. But here also there are obstacles and challenges. So, like all other students, I sat for the written test. I cleared it with, and then the technical interviews I cleared successfully. The HR interview I cleared successfully. Even in the HR interview and technical interview, as it was a new beginning for them also, they had certain questions and I answered well, how I could program, how I can, do all these things, everything. Then the results were announced in the night of the same day. And I went home actually. My placement officer said it would get delayed. Nagababu, don't worry, you go to home. Maybe results will be announced along with all the other students. So in the morning, I came to know that my name was not announced. So once I went to college, I met placement officer and he said that your result is not announced, but they said that it is not rejected. So that in fact again one more withheld. So after that they had multiple telephonic interviews. These are additional for me. So they have assessed me more, for technical knowledge and how I do the things and all those things. And subsequently, they have released an offer letter. So everyone was happy. I was also very happy. Though this was not the path I wanted to choose, I was still happy. So I wanted to start working because I have two sisters. I need to support them. I want them also to get some education, graduation and all that. So I thought instead of, see, if I wanted to do masters either in some international university or go for some IIT or something, I can try that and get a sponsor and go. But my gut feeling was I need to ensure that my sisters also get quality education and they also settle in life. So I tried my best and I decided I will stay back and continue working. But unfortunately, 2008 recession have stuck and the placements were delayed. So this is how initially it was after completing engineering.
So when you were going through all this, withheld, rejection,
Yes.
Delay, did people ask you to get your horoscope checked by any priest or pandit? What is going on with you?
I don't remember actually. No,
Okay.
I don't remember anyone saying that.
So now, did you face any other challenge or discrimination in the employment?
In the employment, I did not face any discrimination, but the diversity and inclusion were almost starting in starting stage at that point of time, and internal portals and those were initially not accessible, and but there were challenges, but I could find workarounds by myself and take it forward slowly. But I have never, fell behind my co-workers. Always I used to work on par with others.
Right.
Yeah, but see, the challenge is initially I joined Wipro Technologies in 2009 December. After a long wait, I joined Wipro Technologies. But after I joined, see, these service companies like Wipro, Infosys, what happens is once one project is completed, we need to move to other project. So there again, we have to face couple of interviews and all, and people should get confidence in us. So some of the people, they used to reject me certain times, maybe because of lack of awareness or something. But apart from that, I have not faced any major discrimination in workplace, and I used to perform it along with others.
Since you have spoken about DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yes.
So you said that it was at early stage.
Yes.
So two questions. One, does it really help persons with disabilities, or it is only a lip service? Because maybe after joining, it might help you in the company, but at the stage of interview or initial stage of your joining, I was reading some articles which are there in public domain, which clearly states this diversity, inclusion, equity is just a lip service. Two, take us to your JP Morgan Vice President journey.
Yeah, sure. First, I will answer the first question. So it's like, and see, the situation way back in 2008, 2009, was very different from what it is now. So the awareness was very less, and the policies were also being, especially at least for my knowledge in Wipro, they were shaping up, and so directly it may not give any added advantage, but it will definitely create some base platform for people with disabilities to get onboarded. That I can say. I will not say that it helps much, but definitely it will create a platform. So you want me to go ahead to JPMC?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Now,
So-
please also tell us,
Yeah.
a lot of people have doubt when we
Okay.
speak about your designation like vice president. A lot of
Okay.
people thinks that vice president is a honorary role, like we have seen in unions, in leadership roles. It's not a proper designation. So, is it your full-time job like a designation, or it is a part of your job you are doing this?
Yeah, sure. I will clarify that. So after Wipro, I worked with Infosys, then Wipro, then Infosys. It was actually back and forth between those two organizations for almost 12, 13 years. Then in 2022, I have joined JP Morgan Chase. So here actually in banking, the hierarchy is slightly different. So vice president is a title that is their part of my job family, and it's not any honorary role. Okay. And functionally, I work as a lead software engineer, kind of a role in other organizations when we compare. And the lead software engineer role, where I have to, predominantly work on development of different software applications, design, architecture, development, everything. And I cannot discuss more on my work, but I predominantly work into application development using backend technologies like Java and related technologies. So And here it is kind of more into technology role. But previously in Infosys, I used to manage teams and also work on technology, both the things. So I have worked on different aspects.
Right. Now tell us, when a disabled is on such a post, does it help community in any way? Does representation matters? Do you get anything to include or influence your team leaders to recruit more disabled or make things accessible for them? Does it help?
Yeah, so making things accessible inside the organization, definitely it would give an edge. And even to recruit more people. So when people like me keeps performing on par with others, they will also automatically get motivated and get more awareness, and they also look for more people. Yeah, especially JP Morgan Chase. I have not seen this in Wipro, in Infosys. Not to blame them, but I'm just mentioning. So JP Morgan Chase has I have seen that they are recruiting people with disabilities very rigorously, and in fact, though they recruit, everything is based on merit and policies. Nowhere they will compromise on that, but definitely it would help.
No, that is fine. They see you and they get motivated. But do you get any additional power, or do you put any influence by going out of the way to help sector?
So it's not influence, but see, I always see it in this perspective. If I create awareness and tell them that I can do on par with others, and there are people who are very talented, better than me, that they can also contribute to the organization's success. That is how I see to take it forward and work on it.
Okay, you are a classic example of many things. Because I'm going to ask you a controversial question now.
Sure.
So you might have heard the debate going on that whether blind must give their exams independently with the help of screen reader and technology. So why I'm asking you is, you come from a rural area.
Yes.
You lived in a village. You studied initially in regional languages, in Telugu medium.
Yes.
Then you switched over to technology. You fought a legal battle. You took engineering. Now, what is your perspective? Because there are two perspectives from the community. One, yes, a lot of people says they persons with visual disability must give their exams independently on computer. At the same time, people says we have people from the diverse area, diverse community. So we should not put pressure on them. How do you see this scenario?
Yeah, this is this requires multifolded approach to tackle this. See, definitely, we giving exams using computers and screen readers would be a definitely a positive sign that shows everyone that we are also able to demonstrate our capabilities on par with other individuals without any additional support. Said that, it is also important for the institutions and systems to put in place the required measures for people across the length and breadth of the country to get equal access to required technology, required tools to get themselves aware of all the things from the beginning of their education. Otherwise, it would not be useful, as you said, because there would be marginal communities, people from very rural areas and all, where they may not be able to afford a computer. So,
but Nagababuji, here people comes with a counter that if you can choose any medium for giving exam,
Yes.
But after examination or after selection, you have to work with technology. So
Yes.
there you will not get any concession.
Yes.
So if you have to work on technology, why can't you give exams with technology?
We have to actually, that's a baseline. But what I'm saying is, from the beginning, from the maybe schooling and all, if children are unable to use these kind of technologies, and there is a platform that encourages this across the country, it would give a holistic development to each and every individual. So coming to the other differences, like medium of instructions and instruction and all, that would be there for even normal people. That is fine. There would be people coming from Hindi medium or Telugu medium or Tamil, whatever it is. That is fine. But especially with with respect to the screen readers, computers, and all, if schools can be equipped to provide all these things from the beginning days, then definitely each and everyone will be comfortable. And I 100% support that we have to give our exams on our own, so that it would give confidence to us. And moreover, correct me if I'm wrong, Danish. So I think, see, when we compete in competitive exams like banking, so we will be, I think merit listed based on the cohort of ourselves only, right? Especially
Bilkul.
visually challenged,
Absolutely, yes.
right? So then what is the harm there? Everyone is equal. Whatever you are doing, the other one will also do, right? So I don't see any challenge. But the initial challenges of providing them to get access to all these things is very crucial. Not only to give exams, as you said, even after giving exams, whether it is with scribe or a computer, then they have to work with the technology. If it is not happening, the perspective of the society and people working with them will be different. I
Yes.
think that is already there across couple of things. So I cannot exactly comment, because I'm not very much aware of all the things.
Yes.
But I think there is a sense that people. So to clear all those things, right, and to provide the level playing field for each and everyone, the systematic barriers must be removed, and each and everyone should be provided with proper access to tools and technology. Then everyone can do wonders.
Accessible tools and technology.
Yes.
And I think credit goes to Devanar Foundation, those who introduced technology in 2000 itself,
Yes,
even
definitely.
before. And people must replicate that model all over India. So now let's play a game.
Sure.
So it's a rapid fire.
Okay.
You cannot be diplomatic. You have to answer yes or no, or you
Yeah,
can
sure.
say pass. I can give you this much liberty.
Okay, that would be sufficient.
Okay.
Yeah.
Inclusive education or special education?
Inclusive education always.
Government jobs are more safe than corporate jobs for disabled. True or false?
No, I don't think so. Anything is same
False.
for
You will
anyone,
say
in fact.
false.
Yeah.
Corporate always hires people to meet their diversity criteria. True or false?
False.
Diversity, equity, inclusion is 90% lip service. True or false?
Pass.
Can a blind person reach on top post without family support? True or false?
No.
Sorry?
No. False.
Is accessibility in workplaces moving faster?
Yes.
Is assistive technology only enough to ensure equal opportunities?
No.
There is a still attitudinal problem with the society when it comes to employment for persons with disabilities.
Yes.
Should reservation be provided in corporate or private jobs to disabled?
No.
Yes. There must be provision for the corporate or the companies to punish them if they do not meet accessibility norms.
Yes. In fact, to every body or every institution and organization, it should be a mandatory.
accessibility is a bigger barrier or attitudinal?
Definitely, attitude is a bigger barrier.
What message you want to give to the community? One question you have passed. So, what would be your message, or I did not ask? You can share if I have missed anything.
Yeah, sure. So my message is, very simple. So always believe in yourself, lay a path ahead, and try to walk in the same path. And there will be challenges. There will be, difficulties coming in your way, and face them without fear, and leverage technology. And with the advent of artificial intelligence and generative AI, there are more avenues and opportunities being opened for us, people like us, and catch hold of those. I will give you one simple example. Being a senior software engineer, we have worked in this field for 16 years. One specific challenge I used to have until maybe one or 1.5 year ago was to interpret the software architecture diagrams and draw the software architecture diagrams. With the introduction of generative AI, now I'm able to put my thoughts directly myself using generative AI into diagrams and also understand the existing diagrams being that are written. And before I used to, uh, tell someone, like take help from someone, and I have to tell them draw this like this, like that, like this, and I have to make that completed. But now I'm able to do it myself. So this is just one example. So there would be n number of opportunities and fields opening up for us, and keep exploring the technology, and whatever other challenges we get, we have to face them and move on.
Is AI a challenge for us? Because there is a perception that it might, decimate jobs for us. Or do you see as an opportunity?
So, if AI is going to decimate jobs, definitely it will create more high skilled jobs, and we can definitely catch hold of those, because AI will enable us to do things much better than before, because of the different abilities it has. That is, it can provide us feedback, to uh, even it can help us to understand the visual elements in the very near future. It is doing even now with the static systems, but we will have dynamic devices coming in. I think already there are a couple of things being lined up by a couple of vendors. I have seen a couple of things, but I think definitely it would be an advantage. The loss of jobs is a fear across, irrespective of disability or not, but definitely high skilled jobs will be created and we can make progress. Simple example, when computers came, people thought that many jobs will be lost. So what happened is jobs are not lost, but the way how people work and the required skill set has changed, and people are working even now. So I think the same shift will be taking place, but the magnitude may be different, and the circumstances may be different.
Bilkul. Thank you so much, Nagababuji, for talking to us. It was a wonderful, interview, and loved hearing your experiences, the way you have fought the battle, and it was very inspiring. Thank you so much for talking to us and giving great insights about you and putting perspective on many important things which might help our friends. And I would also request you to share your email ID to our listeners if they want to reach out to you and seek some help.
Sure. It is a very happy moment for me to share my journey with you, Danish, and the community. I'm very glad you invited me for this discussion. It's a wonderful opportunity, and for all listeners, if any one of you wants to communicate with me, you can send me an email on nagababu456@yahoo.co.in. That is NAGABABU 456 @YAHOO.co.in.
थैंक यू सो मच वंस अगेन।
Thank you very much.
तो लिसनर्स, बात की आज हमने नागाबाबू जी से, जिन्होंने अपनी जर्नी के बारे में हमें बताया। कैसे अगर आप मन में सोच लेते हो कि हमें ये करना है तो फिर आप वो कर ही लेते हैं। किस तरह से सपोर्ट सिस्टम वर्क करता है, आपके फ्रेंड्स और फैमिलीज का साथ होना कितना जरूरी है, आप कैसे चीजों को अचीव कर सकते हैं, किस अप्रोच के साथ आगे बढ़ना चाहिए। अगले सप्ताह मुलाकात होगी किसी और पर्सनैलिटी के साथ। दीजिए इजाजत, सुनते रहिए रेडियो उड़ान, अ फ्लाइट ऑफ लाइफ। बाय बाय।
वेब एक्सेसिबिलिटी टेस्टिंग हमेशा से एक चुनौती रही है, लेकिन इस चुनौती का अब समाधान उपलब्ध है। बैरियर ब्रेक का एली इंस्पेक्ट ब्राउजर एक्सटेंशन। फिर चाहे आप कोड की लाइन ढूंढने में स्ट्रगल कर रहे हों, स्क्रीनशॉट्स ले लेकर थक गए हों, या फिर बुकमार्कलेट्स में उलझे हों, इन सभी समस्याओं का एक ही समाधान, बैरियर ब्रेक का एली इंस्पेक्ट ब्राउजर एक्सटेंशन, जो समस्याओं का समाधान करता है, गलतियों की तलाश करता है और वेब एक्सेसिबिलिटी टेस्टिंग को बनाता है और भी आसान। इस एक्सटेंशन को इस्तेमाल करने के लिए आज ही लॉगिन करें www.barrierbreak.com/eliinspect www.barrierbreak.com/A11YINSPECT। ये एक्सटेंशन क्रोम और एज जैसे मेजर ब्राउजर्स के लिए उपलब्ध है। बैरियर ब्रेक का एली इंस्पेक्ट ब्राउजर एक्सटेंशन, वेब एक्सेसिबिलिटी टेस्टिंग का उत्कृष्ट समाधान।
रेडियो उड़ान में आपका स्वागत है। आज का शो है चौंक गए आप भी? आपने सही समझा। अब रेडियो उड़ान सुने फोन पर भी, वो भी बिना इंटरनेट के। कैसे? श्रवण ऑडियो लाइब्रेरी के साथ। डायल करें 0807117525 पर। इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉलो करें और सुने आपका अपना फेवरेट शो रेडियो उड़ान, अ फ्लाइट ऑफ लाइफ, अब एक फोन कॉल दूर। Shravan Audio Library is an initiative by National Association for the Blind Delhi in association with United Way Delhi.